Welcome back, folks. The GX3 Stakes here in downtown San Jose, here at Genesis. We're here for another round of pools here, and I cannot wait. My name is Super Up, here with my co-commentator, Zane. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. I'm being fantastic. As you can see, I'm pretty excited for this stream on OffKai, and I'm pretty excited for more horse racing.
No kidding. Me too. I mean, this is totally new to me. Not the game. I just did my first race of my CM. Bakushi took it by a nose at the end. It was very exciting. But commentating Uma, I mean, that's something totally new to me. I'm really excited.
No, seriously, especially the way things go, because we're doing the graded stakes this time around.
Know, which is so weird.
Yeah, because you're so used like, oh, I'm so good, I can take on the open stakes, easy peasy, and they're like, what am I doing? Oh my god.
We were looking at some of the horses that were up in the races beforehand when Toph was on. Man, I see these horses with 3 skills. I don't know how to assess this. I'm just open stakes Andy.
No, seriously, especially because we're running on mile as well, which
yeah.
is like something that like I feel like it's like untouched territory for myself because I'm so used to mediums and longs as we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
We have a CM sprint going on right now. So, like I feel like miles that point where you're like, I can do this, but like you still gotta train for it.
Yeah, mile I feel like a length that can sustain a lot of different styles, which is interesting. But you know, maybe again, I'm showing how novice I am at running or at commentating this type of race. Like, I wonder if fronts are a little weaker because it's a little bit harder to proc groundwork, right? You don't have as much room for skills. So if you have no groundwork, then how do you ensure that you get to the front? But maybe it balances itself out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to use this as evidence to figure out how this category of race works.
No, definitely, because I really want to see, like you said, all the different spaces. Like, you know, mile, it's like I've seen people trying some end closers. I'm like, hold on a second.
Yeah,
wait,
mile
what?
is crazy. Yeah, I feel like you see a lot of late, and then I was used to seeing a lot of front, but I don't know if that's going to be the case in this format.
Mm-hmm. Especially because, like, you know, you also have to count the factor of just, you know, pure Oshi runners and just, like pure wifey runners. Just like, you know what? Because I know we got a lot of famous players who run there, just specifically run their Umas. We got the Dial Scarlet, we got Tomo Cross. We got probably many more coming up, but probably today and tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. Who's your Oshi? Who do you have?
Well, made by my lovely partner, girlfriend. I got a little gray horse here that was designed by and from Oguri Cap. You can see little gray, got the design, everything looking around. Not for sale, but if you do want to, just maybe make me know. Don't let OffKai know.
Illicit materials. Okay, so you're an Oguri enjoyer.
Oh yeah, I think I'm like many folks out there where it's like, so what is this? And then I saw Cinderella Gray. I'm like, this is the best anime out there.
So how many pulls did it take you for Xmas Oguri?
I don't want to talk about it, man.
No. Come on. You know the number.
I know the number. It took all of my carrots and I didn't get her.
You don't have her?
I don't have her. I'm so ashamed.
You didn't hit pity?
I didn't hit pity. I didn't have enough carrots. I didn't save up.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. We have to downgrade you. I don't think you can actually be an Oguri enjoyer if you don't have Xmas Oguri.
Oh, man.
That's why you don't have another horse. Your partner's waiting for you to pull. She's like, come on. Get to it. Oh, man. Yeah, let's talk about the prizing. So for Open League here, we have a decent amount of prizing. First place will take $300, a Ban Presto Evolved Cinderella Grey's Tamamo Cross figure, the OffKai Expo Genesis Gen 5 full weekend badge, and an Umamusume Special R 2025 Twin Wafer Card Blind Pack. You can see that all on your screen right there. That is a sick figurine, the Tamamo Cross.
No, seriously. Again, as a Cinderella Gray enjoyer, I truly love that. But not to say that second and third place don't have some good prizes of their own. On second place, you can see a $150 bonus on top of another Curry Pond Mihono Bourbon plush. Thank you for the Good Smile Company. And they also get their own wafer card blind pack as well.
Yeah, and then in third, you get the Meisho Dodo PVC keychain, another wafer blind pack, and $50. But you know, that first place, you can get a perpetual motion machine going there because you get the full weekend badge for OffKai Expo, and then you go and you get another full weekend badge for something else. you just keep the cycle going.
No, definitely. And again, special shout out to OffKai for putting out all those prizes. So thank you again so much for that. As we're going to try, it looks like we are still setting up right now as we get into it. However, you asked me about my Oshi. What about yourself, man?
I really like Saiyan.
Okay.
I just think I love that she's such a lazy little trickster. And then, yeah, I really like Saiyan myself. I'm a front runner enjoyer. I haven't made one in a while because I haven't had time to be a front runner enjoyer, and it takes a lot of time. But I really like Seion. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's like something you like. It's like the bonus, right? You're like, oh, I love Seion, and also she's pretty good.
She's pretty good. I mean, I've spammed quite a few parent runs with her. I'm pretty sure my Uma on loan right now is a Seion, because there's always someone looking for angling and scheming. Always in need of that ult.
Yeah, seriously. And like speaking of which, it's like we talked about it earlier, how like the numbers of skills that folks have to go through and like have to pick. I'm talking to like a friend of mine is actually running himself in the league, and we're talking back and forth. They always like. Because it's like the trick where it's like, oh, like you have a summer like purple skill, like the purple skill, where it's like it's a detriment. But like, yeah, man, it adds like it puts me down from A+. I was like, how did I not think of that? I'm so novice at this.
Yeah, so in the Open League here, the settings we have, no Uma over A rank will be able to enter, and there's a few different tricks that you can pull to min-max your Umas. Those purple skills, like you just mentioned, a big deal. You're looking for purple skills that will not affect the Uma negatively, but will still affect the score, right, and push them down to A. Another thing is you'll see a lot of racers use Umas with not fully leveled signature skills, because that's something that adds a lot of points on, right? And a lot of the time, that might not be an applicable signature skill anyways, or you can just get by with a lower rank of it.
Yeah, seriously. It's like, again, I'm so impressed by these people who can join the Open League and like be so good at it. Because even when I do like parent runs or casually, I hit an A+. I'm like, what did I even do? I got 4th and 5th in almost every race, and like I still got on top.
Well, and speaking of races, you're gonna see. I mean, it plays nicely together, right? Because if you run too many races, you'll level up your ult, your ranking will go up, and you don't want to be running races here anyways because you don't need that many skill points, right? You're trying to make do with just a few niche key gold skills most of the time.
No, definitely, because the min-maxing, it's like it's a number game, right?
Yeah.
It's like we talk about like some like I guess quote outsiders, like you look at our game, it's like, oh, it's just luck. It's horse racing, right?
Yeah,
like it's just whatever it is. It's like it's all luck. It's like there are some serious math going on these players that I just cannot calculate myself.
On a track like this one, also a mile track, 1,800 meter, you're not going to need too much stamina, right? Not too much guts for this track. So you can expect a lot of wit and a lot of power also, I think, obviously, is the stat that's going to be important here. Wit good for positioning, but also good for skills. Don't have that many skills. I don't know. I'll be interested to see the stat spreads on the Umas that we have.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just so excited to see. And again, I just want to see what the team composition as well. You know, how teams actually, the team plans. Something famous that a lot of folks are running like the graded league is the Bermuda Triangle.
Yes.
Like not something, I don't know if that's something you can run here, especially with how it goes.
Yeah, because Bermuda Triangle is something where you're setting up 3 different win conditions that can all fight each other and all support each other. But do you have the resources available to even set that up in Open League? I don't know. We'll see.
Now, especially because I want to see how they mix and match as well. Because we were talking about it earlier, I told you that for folks out there, don't listen out there, that I'm actually running 2 red runners as well. And I saw my friend had some red runners ready for Open League.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, who are you doing? And it's like, listen, man, like anything goes out here.
Hey, if they're thinking the way we were just saying, and you're saying, I don't need that much stamina, I don't want to waste one of my precious skills on a recovery skill. Maybe stamina debuffers have a place even in Mile. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, you can see as Chad mentioned as well. So it's like the menacing gold stats, the gold skills out there. So yeah, it's honestly so funny because it's like upside down where I am not what do you mean I don't take all these gold skills? I have to take it normal?
Yeah. And I see someone there in the YouTube chat saying, look, even if numbers game, if your Uma is blocked, you're blocked. That's the #1 rule of Uma. If you're blocked, you're blocked. Nothing you can do about it.
It was my favorite point when I was learning about this. They told me I'd be on the team. And I'm I'm so happy. So I'm doing this. I looked up the guide that was put out there by the Discords. And I remember my favorite one was I'm looking up the terms and I see bowling ball. What?
I missed that one. What's that?
Bowling ball is when an Uma runs out of stamina, and so they start falling back and start blocking other Umas.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's crazy funny, actually.
Yeah, that is good. That is good. And again, we talked about it. Maybe that'll happen here with this mile race. Weather conditions set to how it is here. Winter and sunny. It's a pretty sunny day outside. Not too bad. I think a nice, cool 60 degrees.
Yeah, no, I was really expecting at least cloudy today, because especially from this morning, and the curse of Genesis where it always rains.
It is. I think that's in the next few days. We're going to get a little bit of rain. We might go sunny, cloudy, rainy. Hopefully no snowy. Actually, that'd be great. If it snowed on Sunday, hey.
It's a Genesis miracle out there.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Okay, we can see we are still sitting up. I think I look at folks out there for not being able to see here and not seeing what's going on. Actually, we are running Swiss pools, so you can see that folks out there like looking like zombies on their phones, just like mostly because we're setting up races and tracks. We are doing round robin, so everyone's got a chance to race. I believe everyone has one bye as well.
Yeah, look at the format right here. So it's a 1v1v1 3-player race. They each have 3 Umas, as you expect. Same thing as a CM. 6 race Swiss pools into top 27 double elimination, which sounds like a really strange number, but if you think of it, it's 9 times 3. It makes a lot of sense. And then the track, like we said, Kokoro Turf, 1,800 meters, mile, right-handed. That's also something to keep in mind. Winter, mood is set to great automatically. Track conditions match to our weather, like we said. And you can switch Umas between races, which is really important. I wonder if people have enough Umas on their docket to do that.
No, seriously, because especially when you run champions, you run your 5, you stick with those 3 that you pick for that 5.
Yeah.
And so now that, you have the availability to switch, because like being able to adapt, you're being like, okay, like they're running front runners. Do I have an Uma that has red front running skills to take away? Or do I have someone who can like take advantage of the fact they're all in front run? Maybe I can get an end closer.
Yeah, yeah. I like what you're saying about specifying the debuffs to what you see in the lobby. Really quick also, shout out to OffKai for putting this together, and shout out to OffKai Expo. The winner of this will take a badge there, but if you want to go as well, or you're here and you think you might win, but you also want to bank on getting second, you can go to offkaiexpo.com and use Genesis X3 for $5 off. That code will expire that's the end of the weekend, right? Yep, because tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I know that for sure. So go ahead and use that code up until the end of the weekend to head to OffKai Expo. It'll be in this same convention center in 4 months.
Says we can see that. You can see myself. I'm rocking the OffKai Hoppy, looking pretty good. I can't turn around right now, but there's a whole nother girl back here looking real cool. And I like the merch is really sick. I mean, they because commentators they say like you can get one. I'm like I need one to rep right now because I saw it. I'm like I need this on stream because look at the color, look at the style. It's all perfect.
Yeah. It does look really good. It makes you stand out too.
Yeah.
Easy to track down in a crowd, which important.
Yeah, speaking of big crowd, again, like talking about the numbers we had for Uma, I think something a little behind the scenes of the numbers back here. We had to up cap twice for these games.
That's wild.
I think we were talking about it, and we said like, I think if we uncap one more time, I think we would beat 2xKO.
Yeah, and you saw in that crowd shot there, that whole crowd milling around in the background with people looking at their phones. Like you said, that's people who are in this bracket, I think, who are getting ready for their race and getting their Umas set up, and yeah, I'm excited to see them sit down, see how it goes.
Yeah, I think they're actually too excited to sit down right now, as everyone's just standing around, especially with that last match before we went to break, just like everyone was cheering. Like I was like, we're preparing and getting ready, setting up, and I just hear, yeah, oh.
Okay, well here, since we're still filling time and vamping, let's we're both doing our CMs right now, right? I feel like we can give the people something. Yeah, this will work out. Do you guys want to see it vertical so you can see ults, or you want to see it horizontal? Are you a horizontal or a vertical?
I don't tell my work. I do this at work, so I keep it vertical.
Oh, so you can just look like because this is the dead giveaway. Yeah. Okay, I'll switch to vertical too. You guys can see I won my first CM. It was very, very close. If we see placing, where does it say the distance?
Yeah, let's see.
It doesn't say.
Yeah, it doesn't. But it looked pretty good.
Oh,
like, you lost by head. Okay.
Yeah, by a head. All right, race number 2. How did your first race go? Oh,
not good. My Umas, maybe at the bottom back. To be fair, I was telling folks that I'm not a sprinter. My Umas are so good for longs. This is not my CM, but we're gonna run it.
Yeah, so we both got a Bakushin on our team. You've got a Taiki and a Fujikiseki. I have a Kuren-chan and a Smart Falcon. All right, here's the lineup. We got a number 3 fave. This is going to be so difficult, but we're going to do it anyways. We're going to do it. Yeah, so you can see there's my Kuren-chan, I believe. Yeah, Bad Mood, awesome. She's the 6th favorite. Really good, love to see it. Don't care about these horses because they're not mine. Is that mine? That's mine. She is the number 4 favorite, this Bakushin. And then we get to my Lotamaru Zenskis. There's my Smart Falcon, I believe. The 3rd favorite. Okay, interesting. All right, we'll switch over to portrait mode. And here we go. Okay. Here we go, guys.
That's what I can
throw up some good luck for me in the chat.
Coach, good luck. I myself, my team is looking okay at best, but we can see who carries myself this time. I think I'm not ready, but we can go in.
All right.
Hit it. Go it. All right.
Okay. Oh, man, I'm looking at the low res. My Smart Falcon out into the lead right now. You can see another Smart Falcon behind, but she doesn't have what it takes compared to my Smart Falcon. Behind that, Kurin-chan overtaking the Smart Falcon. Maybe that's a pace Smart Falcon. That's
right
okay.
Now.
I wish I could tell you what else they were using, but it's very low res right
Skills
there.
are definitely going off, at least.
Skills are going off right now. Smart Falcon still in the lead. Yeah, that's mine.
Okay.
My Kurin-chan coming up a little bit behind. A Bakushin behind also. Is that my Bakushin? I see I see 3 yellow arrows all together. Oh, and here she goes.
Okay.
Bakushin.
Go.
I see a 1, 2, 3 at the bottom, so I like seeing that.
Oh, I think it's looking pretty good
it's
for
looking
you.
all right. It's looking all right. But who's going to take it?
Oh,
Falcon
man.
with a very, very late ult proc, but maybe it'll go off into the spurt.
Okay. Going in. I love that. I love hers, by the way. She's
such
so happy.
It's such a log animation. I didn't even realize. They're all dueling each other.
Okay. I think you might have this.
Bakushi, or the Falcon looks pretty good, and that's my Kurin-chan as well. I think it's a 1, 2, 3 finish for your boy. Let's look at what's going on with Super Robs instead. In fact, I do take first in this one.
I am thinking, okay, this is a pace chaser.
Bring it back a little bit so the focus gets better. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
It's not looking okay right now. My Taki is in 9th.
That's okay.
But I think that's okay because we are running pace in front.
She's a late, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now your Fuji is in 9th.
Okay.
We are in the back 3 positions, but that's okay.
That's
you said
okay.
you only run gamblers,
I only run
maybe
gamblers.
you'll hit.
Big gamblers every time as we go in. The El Conarpasa and air groups are back there, but my Ubas are not there going on the back end. I think I'm going to put away my phone.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Falcon way ahead. Yeah, the Falcon turned out good. Falcon turned out okay. She's a little low on wit, I would say. Here you guys can see my Falcon's stats right here. I've only done a few runs because I was prepping for this. We got 1,200 wit, 1,005 power, 900 or 1,200 speed rather, 989 wit. No sprint S, but I've heard that doesn't matter as much. The big thing here is that we did hit groundwork. We have groundwork, wet conditions, front runner savvy, and focus. So as long as the focus procs, I should have the groundwork going off.
Yeah, especially because you have that high win, man. I think like that's the funny thing. That's a trap that I fell into when I first started playing this game too, where I'm like, what's this wit stat?
I know,
That's
right?
wit. Who cares?
Yeah,
I got great power cards. This is so fun. And I was like, oh, this is really important actually.
My Bakushin blocked the rest of the Umas. I'll take your word for it, Wariki, Ryan. I couldn't really see myself other than the very basic placement, but that's good. You know what's so sad is I thought this Kurin-chan that I made was going to be my goat, and she's just not. She's she has fast learner, so she has an insane amount of skills, but her stats are a tiny bit low. You can see she doesn't have max speed, close to max power, okay wit. But she's I don't know. She's got Give Mummy a Hug. She's got plancha. I don't know what's going on with her. Maybe I got tempted by the gold skills a little too much.
That's a trap, right? It's like we've mentioned the dastardly gold skills.
Yeah, exactly. Finished my Capricorn run. Sadly, I only got 11 out of 20. Groundwork lacking is killing me. Yep, exactly. Runaway Suzuka doesn't work if you don't got at least 500 stam. Yeah, and that's a big investment to make for a sprint track, right? Although it should... No. For Suzuka, it's fine. Something I've been running into with making the Smart Falcon is that Falcon has a couple mediums in her career. And so it's been kind of a rough training because like if I'm still at 200 stamina in senior year, then the run just fails, which is not great.
It's so funny because you feel like you want to, like, especially when like it's a trap, right? With Uma's like with proficiency like in all these things.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I think I was running a Major Dober run. It's like, all right, I got him on my mile sparks. I got him on long.
Yeah.
My medium is still B. This is gonna be a little rough.
That's funny. You split the difference where it's just it's a reverse bell curve, right in the middle there. Yeah, I think we should have gamers sitting down very soon, guys. It's happening. It's happening. I'm getting word that in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's more the fact that, again, like folks are just out there just getting ready. I think they're because it's funny to see like it's one of the things where I've just seen like players from all bunch of games and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I know like one of the big ones that people are pointing out how like Reynolds in here. Like,
really?
Yeah. The famous City of Wolves player. He's very good.
Yeah.
And then he's signed up for both of them as hold on a second, I gotta stop.
Whoa,
The Smart Falcon.
Imagine he rolls up and it's just Ogre, Marzensky.
All right, yeah, you see the gamers are lined up ready to go. Like I said, I see a lot of these players from different games I'm passing by. I'm like, you were in Melee, you were in Ultimate,
but Uma brings everyone together. Okay, so now I don't know what you're telling us, man. Okay, so we got we got Special League, we got Smart Falcon. If I don't see those two Umas, you better have another piece of clothing for the third one.
Yeah, like where is the third sticker on your badge?
He's grabbing something out of his pocket. That better be a photo of another Uma.
Wait. Okay.
No,
Just the fist bump.
Fist bumps? All right.
Fist bumps. All right, we're getting through. I believe something, I think we saw it earlier before break is like someone had their trainer card just up and ready to go.
Oh, really?
They literally pulled it out and they had all the stats of each Uma they're playing, all the sparks.
Cool.
And I'm just like, I need to step up my game.
I would like to see that. That would be helpful to me. Yeah, we'll see if we'll get a chance to look at the skills here before they get going. Although it won't be many skills, as we know.
Yeah, I think I'm counting like if you even count like the purple skills. I think I've seen that max is like 6.
That's crazy. Wow. And you can take there's purple skills that explicitly nerf you on other tracks, right? So I feel like that's the one you want to load up on a lot of the time, right?
No, definitely. But part of me is always like, again, like I'm so novice at this compared to most of the folks here. I'm just like, it's like, dude, how do you get through like a run through with all these? But hey, man, that's for them to figure it out.
Just don't run those tracks. Don't run those tracks.
But they took Sunny Runner on purple. What are they gonna do?
All right, let's see.
All right, we are loading in as well, I think it said. So, but you see the fun fact on like you can see right in front of the TV, we do have all the ways to set up each track. You know, print it out,
cool.
keep it simple. Yeah, you know, it looks like you're running an actual run.
Yeah, that's very helpful for the players.
You know, something funny, I was thinking about a dream, and I was like, I don't think we can do it, but we can in the future. In my brain, I was imagining we just had a whole, you know how like it started every race, they have like the music, the chorus, and like the graphics. I was in my head, I'm like, what if we had that at Genesis?
The music, live orchestra? Okay, so we can see our runners now. We have Enki, Cold, and Sparks. Enki going to be running Medro Dober, Maruzensky, Symboli Rudolph has the #1 fave in the Maruzensky right there. Sparks with the Special Week. I believe Sparks is probably the person closest to us. El Condor Pasa, the Fantasy Pasa. And I have to assume it's a Smart Falcon there at the bottom, right? It's got to be.
Yes, I believe it is. Just like this is going to be very interesting. This is popping up right now. I'm seeing some double S's right now as we pull up the Special Week. As we count, that is much more than 6.
Skills. It's a lot of skills. Wow. Mile S, of course, really important. Tokai Teo there for Sparks. So no Smart Falcon for Sparks. Come on, man. Why'd you show us your back?
And he's want to wrap it as well. I was like, yeah, I'm seeing right now. We're on the right-hand focus, on the red skill on that. As we can go down, see if we can get that Smart Falcon.
Maybe Cold is the person, because there's a Smart Falcon, but Cold didn't have a Special Week, right? I don't know. No. It's hard to see. Let's take a look at this Rudolph, the 8th favorite. Going to be running Pace Chaser. A lot of golds right there. Interesting that we're seeing very low stamina on this Rudolph, but with Swinging Maestro, right? Going to invest into the recovery skill. You have to imagine that if you don't hit on that, it's going to be hard. 2 fronts, 1 pace, or 2 fronts, 1 pace, and 6 lates in this race.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially we saw on Deal's Marzensky or simply Rudolph. It's like there's not a lot of win on that as well because he said like very limited on the stats, very limited on numbers. So we see as we actually are hopping into this match as we let the we gotta let the intro rock every time.
Oh, right? 100%. I do believe those names on the left are slightly off. I think unless that's there, it's different. But a Deal will be Cold. That's our Smart Falcon player. Has the outside right there with the Smart Falcon.
We are loading up and getting ready to go as Enki's Marzensky. Again, the #1 favorite, the Fantasy Pasta #2, and good on #3 is that Smart Falcon from Cold.
Falcon going to be going against one other front runner here. Very important that you have 2 fronts at once so they can actually contest each other.
All right. And they're off.
Okay, a lot of greens proccing right out of the gate. You see focus there from the Smart Falcon running against the Maruzensky from Enki.
All right, I believe I heard a rush proc on someone, so that'll be consideration. Hopefully it's not the ones with the low stamina.
Exactly, yeah. Maruzensky taking the lead here. It's going to be a short-ish race. I would love to see again who has the stamina. Really important, there's that Ogre that we were talking about, and there's the Rudolph who we were actually talking about, proccing those Swinging Maestro. Gourmand for Ogre also, that's 2 recovery skills in a mile race. Really, really interesting.
Yeah, probably take advantage of the fact that Ogre does get that naturally if you level her up, so probably put in that money and put that as well. As we now get into the mid of the track, skills are proccing, and everyone's starting to take their turn to get ready.
Smart Falcon trying to contest Maruzensky for that first spot, but no real spot struggle right now. And you can see the Maruzensky pulling away. It might mean that's it for cold Smart Falcon at this point. I think the Summer Maruzensky from Enki has a really big lead. PTO proc from the Ogre cap. She's coming up behind, as is this Dober. Look at this Dober coming into the spurt. She's going up. She's going up really fast. Conjurer's Fury Park for the Sparks, but it's still Maruzensky with such a huge lead. I'm not sure it's just this Dober from Enki. Can the Dober do it?
Dober is running up, and the Maruzensky is trying to jet away, but the Dober is catching up as we get more skills proccing. Get the Tripulse is activating right now, but it may be a little too late as we're going into the last bit of it. The Summer Maruzensky's going in. The Dober is trying her best, but unfortunately, Maruzensky does take the front and takes it.
Man, what a strong spurt there from Enki's Medjero Dober, but again, such a huge lead here for his. It's the same Maruzensky, so it's a 1-2 for Enki right there. Really, really strong.
Wow, unfortunately for the other players, Enki taking it real strong, as mentioned, and able to hit those sparks as well. Again, just mentioning the right, they actually, both those players hit the sparks at every possible point they can, right?
Yeah, yeah. Let's take a look at this winning Maruzensky. Groundwork with right-handed focus and taking the lead. Interesting. I don't think we saw the groundwork proc there, which makes sense. But the stat line on this Maru is just really, really interesting. 777s and stamina. Look, you said maybe there will be debuffers here. I think even with debuffers, that Maruzensky is just debuffer proof with that much stamina and with the 777s.
No, especially with the mile S, you know, we always prioritize a lot of like hitting S on those specific skills and traits. And the fact that, you know, it's a plain and simple. Sometimes the better Uma just wins like that.
Yeah. And really interesting, the Dober, I think, was in position for her to hit her ult anyways and still just didn't do it. I wonder if it missed a whip proc. Maybe she was a little bit too far ahead, but she still came in second place. In something like this, you know, I questioned whether front runners were going to be good, but when you're relying on so few win cons, right? Like you have a more limited win con for everything else, and I feel like maybe the front runners can succeed in open.
Yeah, seriously, we proved it. It's like, you know, it's like things like to think about where, like, you know, there's always pros and cons to every to win condition, especially when you're late stagers. You know, that's when you can focus a little less on the stamina, more and so on the power, and other folks you can distribute. But the fact, like you mentioned, like if you keep it simple, you're like, listen, I'm just gonna run as fast as I can and like hope the skills proc, and you know, worked out there as well.
And hoping is a big deal of it. I see Haxrain Haxrain in chat saying that's a triple Gamba groundwork. Yeah, it's a triple wit check to hit all of those. None of those are guaranteed. I had a Saiyan a few CMs ago who her greens were like competitive spirit, lucky sevens. So that's a real Gamba groundwork. She won the finals.
Doesn't matter how you get there as long as we get to the finish line as we go in right now. As we go in and we can see the players out there just taking a place. Like you can see the crowd being hooked up right now, right? Everyone's gathering and getting ready for this.
Yeah, I think I might have accidentally kicked our power cord loose, so everything went out. My bad. Oh boy.
We are back with it. So we have a great production from OffKai, the OffKai team, making sure that everything's going well. As again, they are professionals out here.
Okay, we're back. Thanks for the fix.
Thank you, Sam, for production.
Hopefully we're still live as well. Good first race. Okay, so we have a front runner win. I want to keep a tally. A front runner Summer Maru win, right?
Definitely. And it was almost the Joe Dober one, because like, I feel like part of me is like want to keep track of like what's actually almost winning too, because you're like, oh yeah, it's easy to win, but it's like sometimes like the number doesn't like reveal the whole story.
100%. And I think if that Dober had hit her ult, I mean, you saw how strong her spurt was at the end, even without the ult, right? She was very, very close to overtaking Enki's own Summer Maru. So definitely Definitely something to watch out for right there. Dober also an interesting pick here because that that full power ult, which is called something, it's 4 words from something traveling. Someone in Twitch chat's going to tell me what it's called. Full powered ult, really strong. One of the key ults that you want on late surgers, right along with pump. But Dober herself, a notoriously hard training. And so, but in something like this, moving past and beyond, thank you, Hacks. For something like this, where you don't need to hit as high skill value or as high stat values, Dober makes a lot of sense, right? I feel like it's hard to get the perfect Dober for something like Graded League, but in Open, I can see it. I get it.
Yeah, especially because we talk.
It's useless on a mile, by the way. Never mind. Thanks, Hacks. I did not know that.
Thank you, thank you both chats out there again, and thank you for watching as well. You know, we know that this is it's officially labeled as the first super major Umamusume competition, and the fact that we get to do it right here in front of y'all, it's great. Especially because man, this game is so great. It's so fun watching. I'm happy everyone's at home watching this right now.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Hopefully get some more runners up soon. In the meantime, I'm going to run my next CM. We're at 2 wins so far.
Okay.
We're at 2 wins. We'll see how it goes.
We're going to pull it up as well. Myself, I don't think I'll be winning this. I think I only hit Sprint Sparks instead of actually Sprinters. So, you know what? Maybe, listen, that's the fun part of CMs, right? And you're just like, okay, just participate. At worst, I get 50 carats.
Yeah. 50 carats is 50 carats is 50 carats that you could have used for that Christmas Ogre.
Darn it. I'm sorry, Ogre. I failed you.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's my next CM. We got 2, 3, and 4 fave for my runners, but there's a Taiki shuttle. Let's size up this competition, this Taiki shuttle. Runners, Taiki. Reed's Taiki shuttle. Why are you scary? Oh, it's a debuffer.
Oh,
it's a debuffer. Debuffer. You can see there with quite a few reds there on this Taiki.
Okay, let's see.
Why does it think this is the number? I don't know. It must be a mood thing. Nope, I don't know. All right, we'll run. It's useless on a mile because it can proc on the final corner on straight. With Miles having its final corner on mid race, it just won't work. Oh, on the final corner or straight. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The condition that Dober ult actually has 2 conditions, but it is final corner or straight, and so yeah, that makes sense that the conditions wouldn't line up.
Speaking of procs and conditions, the fact that we saw earlier, I was seeing so many New Year Opera O's being run. I'm like, there's no way we are running to get those 7. Get those 7, but hey, man, they've been proving wrong for the past 4 hours.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, what's going on in my race? We got my Smart Falcon in first. It's another 1, 2, 3 placement right here. What do you call that? A brace? I know that's something in horse racing.
Getting through again. Your Small Falcon looking really strong. Things are trying to proc out. They're trying to catch up, but nothing's going on.
Who's behind her? Okay, now it's my Curran. I would love a Curran-chan win right here. Like I said, I've been expecting great things from this Curran-chan, and she has not quite been delivering. Oh. Maybe she heard me. She didn't even ult in that last race, right? It was just my Bakushin and my Smart Falcon.
That's why she's playing out the full play.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Activate the hashtag. Look at Curran-chan. He's again.
And there's my Bakushin.
All right. Internet really loving Bakushin right now. Funny enough.
Yeah. Oh, it's looking pretty good. Oh. It's looking pretty good.
Oh,
and there's Falcon. Just to cap things off.
Oh,
production. Wow, look at that.
I told you, professionals here at OffKai right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, it's looking too good for you right now, Zane.
Got a duel going on between the base chasers. Oh, look at they're getting left in the dust. It's not even close. It's not even close.
What do we
come
have to cast?
Come on, Curran. No, it's gonna be Bakushin again. She's my least favorite, man.
What? Those are some fine words out here, man.
I'll take it back. All right, that's 3 wins for me. That's 3 wins for me.
Oh,
yeah. Easy podium. Easy podiums. Yep.
Listen, man, you call yourself an amateur. You're going up.
I'm an amateur
now.
At casting, clearly.
Okay,
I'm not as you guys saw me get schooled on the moving past and beyond conditions right there, and so I need to read up myself to figure out how those kinds of things work. I won't stand best U model slander. The best U model is standing right there next to her. It's Smart Falcon. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know, Matt. I'm talking about. We got as we go. And actually, speaking of gamers and Umas, we got some of the players that are coming up right now. They're looking in and getting ready as well. And so they're sitting around, just chilling out. What's up, y'all? It's like, y'all excited? Y'all ready to play?
Yeah, sounds good. I still can't get over the fact that you know what? Okay. I need to understand whether that was Cold or Enki or whoever who had the Smart Falcon on their back, because there was no the Smart Falcon and the Special Weeks were on different teams, right?
Yeah.
So I have to assume one of them was in, and he just couldn't run the other one. If he was the one who didn't have Smart Falcon or or Special Week, I don't know what to think.
We're not going to have a problem this time around, as the teams are looking pretty different. I actually see a Mystic and actually a Berman on number 7 right there. Soup's own Shushu running the Summer Maru. The Angling Scheming is there, and the Christmas Ogre as well as Doki over there. Rocking on regular Ogres, the Taiki Shuttle, and the and Hishi Amazon. Excuse me, almost got it.
Yeah, let's take a look at this Ogre Cap's skills. Maybe, I don't know if production can hear me and can go over there, but I'd be really interested in seeing what the setup for Christmas Ogre is in a mile race like this, right? Since her ult typically procs off of, or it procs off of recoveries, right? And so we're going to have to...
Look and hold and see they're right there. So he's like pulling up right now.
Long press?
Yeah, just small long press on that.
There we go. Yeah, so you can see, got the 777s, the Pure Heart, the corner recovery, a little bit lower stamina like we expected, and in return, an 1,000 wit stat.
Ooh, man, especially looking at
Or
that.
A power stat. Sorry, excuse me.
No, you're good. We hear it there. It's funny enough, breaking the 1,001. That's kind of a little for it right there. Yeah, I'm surprised actually taking the Pure Heart and not actually just going for it like we mentioned earlier. Oh, I know it's a different Uma, sorry. But I say like they don't take, because, you know, regular Ogre has the Gourmand already ready, set to go.
Yeah.
So they're just not taking as well. Like, love the Speed Star, love, you know, Professor's Curvature and the NSM actually as well, just in case they hang on the back. As I'm pretty sure they are going to be running S because at Pace Stage, excuse me.
And look, she's double Ogre. She has Triumphant Pulse in addition to the X Ogre.
Yeah.
So she has that. Yeah, Pace S will just give her a little bit of positioning of wit is what you get from that, I think. But, you know, that could be important when you're not able to invest as much in wit. Okay, cool. Good to see that one. Maybe we could take a look at the Saiyan here, see what's going on with the Saiyan with the front runner.
Yeah, especially.
Oh no, we're just gonna race. That's fine. We got it going. Yeah,
look, they're gonna show off their own skill right now. So get into that race.
I want to keep an eye out though on Shoe's Saiyan to see if we see any greens proc at the beginning, right?
Especially with themselves running their own Summer Maru as well. Yeah. Especially probably maybe to make sure that Christmas Ogre make sure to take up the final part of that end. But you know that's only for us to see. Especially it's more interested actually about Mystic. They're actually running their own Silent Suzuka and Mihono Berman. That's something we've been seeing a lot today. Yeah,
double fronts, right? If you're running fronts, the common wisdom, and it's actually something we didn't see in the last race from Enki, but you want to have 2 fronts almost always, right? Because you'll have them competing against each other. If there's just a pace, then you can have them fall back and not push each other to get far ahead.
All right, we're lining up the triple white-haired horses and line up and get ready for this race.
All right.
And they're off.
So many taking the lead procs and a concentration proc there from the Suzuka. It's going to be a lot of fronts here. 4 fronts fighting for the lead right here as we go into the end of the early race.
Yeah, it's actually Arcade proc on the mile man getting that start already. Interestingly enough, we actually didn't see early Doki running a non-runaway Suzuka, just keeping it simple on the simple front way. Yeah,
I think runaway here, it could be interesting with this many fronts, right, to run some sort of blocker. But if you're going for the win yourself, you typically want to run front. Taiki coming up behind here in an okay position. The Suzuka is really, really fading.
Yeah, it's going far behind us. You can see that Seiyun in the Mihono Berman. Looks like the plan is working out for Mystic right now. As we still, although it does still have that Summer Maru up in front.
Yeah, it's Summer Maru in the lead once again. I see Saiyan fighting right here, but we're running out of time if she wants to proc her own angling and scheming. Here's the Xmas Ogre recoveries coming through. Festive Miracle is proc, should get a lot of speed here going right into the spurt, and that's why you run 777s, right, is because it procs so nicely lining up with the spurt. But I don't think anything can stop this Maru right now.
You say that right now, but it looks like the Xmas Ogre is going to, as we top end, the Pateki Shuttle skill comes in. It's parking in right behind while they are in 4th place, I believe, as they've gone in. That Summer Model, like you mentioned, is going once again. More skills getting procced up. We're trying to see who is trying to keep up right now. So we're losing right there. Parking in the Summer Model still way ahead. They're just doing so much work. It's going. It's
Call
going.
it. It's
going,
over.
Going.
It's over.
It was gone 200 meters ago.
Woo!
As we see Shoo winning Samu Maru.
Summer Maru by quite a distance there. Gonna take it. Good stuff from Shu, who again was running those two front runners and had the Xmas Ogre. Don't know where the Saiyan. Let's say second place goes to N.
Nishi Amazon?
Amazon. It's the Ogre cap. Yeah.
Okay, we're making sure. Yeah, look at these skills. Yeah, look at all these skills. Also has an angling as well. Front runner Savvy, 777s, the Mile Mevin, and the groundwork with the tailhead high.
Yeah. And yeah, you do have the chance for the groundwork right here. Really, really well built. Maruzensky has a nice wit stat for open here. Yeah, I like what I see a lot. Yeah. And there's Shu's Ogre also going to take the 1-2.
Yeah, we can see, we talked about that earlier, the wit stat, power stat looking really nice as well. Especially, like, even though it's the stamina, like we said, Xmas Ogre doesn't have the stamina when you proc 3 different blue skills.
Actually, a different Ogre than the one we were looking at earlier, and you can see the blue skills are slightly different, right? You have Hydrate and Stamina to spare. But
correct.
Has the double circle, the rank 2 on right-handed and Winter Runner, which is just going to add so much speed. And unlike the other ones, you can see this Xmas Ogre with 900 wit, leaving out a bit of speed, right, in order to get that power and wit as high as possible, but making up for it with the greens right there. So we head over and can see, like, it's really strong. It's especially because, like, folks, when you start this game out, you're like, oh, I need to make sure all my skills are really good right now. And then that's when you learn, like, the math of, like, min-maxing right here. Like you mentioned, it's like the trade-off. It's like a little speed. Like, I don't have max speed, but my power and wit are so high. I'd be so jealous to see that and to have that myself. Yeah, and triple gold there on the Excels, also a really big deal. Excels and velocities right there. Just a really, really well-built Ogre that was no match for this Summer Maru, who, you know, is starting to step out. I saw someone say Summer Maru is the Steve of Umamusume, which, you know, she certainly seemed like she was going to be the Steve, and right now it's holding true.
You can see, like, Hack's Rain, as you mentioned in chat before, it was a chariot strat, and, you know, basically just keep them up front.
Right.
But, you know, but it doesn't really matter because, again, the Samu Maru, like, you know, arguably one of, like, the most meta Umas in the game right now.
Yeah, and we didn't see Runaway there, actually, as we mentioned at the very start. So 2 Summer Maru wins, and then it was an Xmas Ogre in second, right? Okay. I think those are going to be a lot of the horses that we're going to see. You can expect to see quite a bit of Summer Maru and Xmas Ogre.
Yeah, starting to believe that the, you know, Oshi and, like, waifu picks are starting to kind of maybe go out tomorrow where they have more time to train and practice. As some folks may actually not know that about this is that, you know, our track conditions and which ones we were not revealed until 30 days before today.
Which is so cool. I love that. I love that you have this limited kind of deck building feel to it, right? It really tests not just your stable of horses, but your ability to train on a short notice. I think it's really cool. I see people in chat talking about V Bourbon dropping, who will truly be the Steve of Uma. We think, I don't know, everyone was like, oh, Summer Maru is going to take over the game, and then they surprise drop the balance patch early, and well, I don't see that many Summer Marus, although right now. Yeah.
No, it's really interesting to think that, like, you know, like when the game first came out, we're like, oh, we got to copy the JP meta. They know exactly what it is, the math. And they're like, actually, y'all gonna have your own thing when we boost up and push everything through. It's like, Yeah, I do know that that Valentine Bourbon is still strong in JP right now, and I think one of the reasons for that is she has innate groundwork, right? So it's like she's and on top of being really strong, she's really easy to build, is what I think is what I've heard. Obviously, I don't know. She's not out yet for me. I don't see into the future that much. Yeah, we definitely know it is coming up really soon. I know myself. I'm I'm not gonna go for it, but I think I'm gonna see if I get lucky.
I will go for it as a front enjoyer. I will go for it. Yeah, having to not spark groundwork. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Or take the Smart Falcon card either.
I'm not touching the Smart Falcon card. I'm not touching the.
I'll admit, I fell for the trap.
Yeah. Smaru card kills Smaru Uma. That makes sense because you just don't want to run her when like that's what's going to happen with Vega too, right? Is that the Vega Guts card is going to kill any possibility of running Vega as an Uma?
Yeah,
is what I've heard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's that thing. It's like it's always funny thing, like especially for like I keep mentioning it, like the waifu builds, and the Oshi pushes, where it's just like, it's like like there's so many good cards. Like I know like the El Corner Pasta, or like God forbid if you want to run Akita-san Black.
Yeah. That is the problem, right? Oh man. Do you have MLB Kita?
I do have MLB Kita.
Same.
That was the one thing that's the why I didn't have enough carrots for Christmas Ogre because I saved up for MLB Kita.
I re-rolled for Kita, and then my only other big card pull since then. Well, I pulled Rico till I hit 2 LB or 3 LB.
Okay.
And then I went for the Fuku speed most recently.
There you go.
Yeah, so we're on MLB Fuku in my, which is nice. It's nice to have another SSR speed to use.
All right, looks like we got all these gamers coming up right now for another set of races. The middle spot looking over. No, hold on. What a second. What was that? Wanted. Oh.
Smash at your own risk. Wanted. Show us the top. Show us the word after wanted. The word after wanted. What does it say? They wanted best of 5. Oh, that's crucial information. All right. So this guy, anyone, you're gonna get the business if you find him. Best of 5. What's the stakes? Is there anything on the line? He's got another card. Wanted best of 5.
Do not smash.
Oh my gosh. I see Gluttony on there. I saw some strong players on there. Yeah. Okay. What character do you play? Spell it to us with your hands. Or mime it. Okay, P. A. Pac-Man.
Oh, okay.
What nearly indistinguishable texture do you use on your Pac-Man? Just saw someone they do. We got 2 people here just waiting for our third right here.
All right, we're getting through us now. It's like we see some the French Dimension.
Whoa! Oh! An OffKai staff member who's gonna sit down. That's fun.
I know. Just coming in from the top rope, just actually flew in, just like actually, it's me. And there they are.
Yeah, cool. You can see them in the very sick OffKai merch there.
Mm-hmm. They are OffKai staff. They do have to make the lobby.
That's fair. Rolling it out again. Oh, no, he's just putting it together.
Yeah.
That's sick. All right, well, if any ult players, I wonder if there's any of those top ult players entered here in Uma.
Mm-hmm.
Who would be the most likely?
Yeah, like I said, man, just like everyone else coming through. I think we were talking about it earlier, like in the early chats of like we thought we might have Amsa as well come in.
Yeah, I know he's a big Uma enjoyer. Toph and Amsa talk a lot, and I think they talk a decent amount of Uma. Toph runs a little Uma club, which I'm not part of. I'm part of Juna on Productions Club, actually. Yeah, Caballos. Amsa's luck is insane. Is that true? I mean, and also, hey, shout-outs to Amsa, new father. I hope you're doing really well with your wife and your kid. We miss you, obviously, but we hope to see you soon, and congratulations. That's incredible. But tell us, Konogami, about Amsa's luck. Is Amsa just high-rolling events?
I wouldn't doubt it, man. That might put the hard work in, so you might as well get some little luck right there. Excuse me?
He rolled an MLB speed pasta and like 100 pills. I thought that's what was going to happen to me with Fuku because I used up all of my tickets first, right? I had 2 Fukus in 18 pulls. And it was back-to-back on tickets.
Oh.
I mean, no. I was on like 40 because I had used my free pulls, right?
Okay.
But on like 40, I had 2 Fukus because I hit back-to-back ticket Fukus. But I did have to go to Pity, and Pity only got me to 3, and so I did have to use my crystal, which is fine. It's
how
fine.
it goes.
Yeah.
I think, me personally, I do the strat that is I actually get my own girlfriend to roll for me.
Oh, it's a good strat.
Yeah, it's the strat that's unbeatable. I can't return the favor for her own gacha games, but the fact I'm like Kita-san is back, I need you to press this button, keep pressing it until we get.
Oh, you got her on the reroll, on the rerun banner. Okay. What gacha games does your partner play?
They actually play a little, I think the only thing they play is Twisted Wonderland.
Okay.
They making for that.
So why can't you pull for them?
I tried. I actually tried.
You just don't have it.
Yeah,
you just don't have the touch. I see.
On a free the free 10 pull, they pulled me the TM Opera O.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I pulled for them on a 10 pull on a banner they wanted. I got literally the base, only like SRs and like Rs and SRs.
That's rough. I considered pulling on the Opera banner, but the New Year's Haru, she scared me off of it. sorry to Haru. I'm not too interested in running you.
Oh, you don't believe in Haru?
If you guys haven't figured this out yet, and I think you guys have, I look at what's meta. I do what I can with what I have, and I do my runs. I do it while I'm watching traders with my wife, and then we see what we do. And right now, hey, your boys 3 for 3 in the CM, right? So, all right, we got our Umas loaded up here. Lati Do Re Mi, Shoho, and Cocoa Puff going to be our runners right here.
All right, we can see right now Cocoa Puff's own Taiki looking like taking #1 spot right now, as we actually 2 of them with Lati Do and Cocoa Puff as well.
Yeah. Double Taikis, both in the favorites, right? #1 fave for the Taiki, #2 fave for the other Taiki. I do see another Saiyan. I would love to see a Saiyan win. No Summer Maru yet that I see, and we can see at the bottom, I believe that's it. We have a regular Maru, actually, for Cocoa Puff, but no Summer Maru. Nice Natures. Can we see what's going on with these Nice Natures? We got debuffers?
Yeah, but I say like
double debuffers?
Double debuffers on 2 different teams is so fun and interesting. And not to say like the Umas can have their own like stray red skill to have them, so, but I want to see if these are dedicated debuffers.
I would imagine so, because I see a #9 fave on this Nice Nature, right? You got a long press on the portrait to look at it. Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, that is a dedicated debuffer. Dedicated debuffer. You can see with Mystifying Murmur, All Seeing Eyes, groundwork is interesting.
My.
And just enough 2 recovery skills. You have enough to hopefully stay in the race, right? And hit people with those hit people with those debuffs. Long S. I have a feeling that maybe, just maybe, this Nice Nature was built as a debuffer for something else. Maybe not, though. Maybe we just hit long S.
Maybe there's a little green right there, but, you know, hey, man, the weight is still almost towards 800, so there's no possibility. Listen, you can still get them at the very start, right? Starting to get those early ones, you can see the hesitance and the flusters as well.
But C-Mile is going to be interesting, right? Because I don't know if we're going to be in range to even proc a lot of this by late race, right? We'll have to see, but I imagine that Nader is going to fall pretty far behind. Some of the skills should still work, but some of them, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
it's been a while since I made a debuffer.
It's really fun. I'd really recommend it for folks out there if they just feel like they can't get someone else. Like, listen, your Uma doesn't have to do the best. They just have to be better than after the procs come in.
Yeah.
All right.
It's Lati Do Re Mi's Taiki on the inside corner. I believe that Taiki was the #2 favorite on the inside corner. Cocoa Puff's Taiki, the #1 favorite. #4 there you can see. Cocoa Puff's Taiki, then the other Taiki, and then the #3 favorite going to be, oh no, #4. We're just going to see Shoho's because it always shows the 3.
It's #4 as well to see, like, maybe get the stats for a mile, but we'll be able to see in just a second.
We'll see. Mario on the outside.
And they're off.
Groundwork proc for Daiwa right out of the gate with dodging danger. Nice way to proc that. Fighting for first with the Saiyan Sky. I will try not to be biased for the Sky, but we might have a little Daiwa rocket action going on right here with the groundwork.
Yeah, you see that right now, but it looks like the Saiyan, taking a ready go-ahead rub and activating skills. Preparing for Furniture Happenings. The Slipstream actually coming in. Coming in for this.
Yeah, Slipstream on that Daiwa Scarlet right there, but it's not going to be enough to get her up right now. We'll see. Nearing the halfway point, this really crucial point for the Saiyan Sky is going to be right as we go into the spurt, right? You want her to proc angling and scheming going into the spurt, and if she gets that at full-powered angling and scheming, it's very, very, very hard to catch her.
Yeah, Shocho has to try to find a way to get through, or maybe someone else as well. You can see Lati Do Re Mi is trying to catch up on the back right there as third. The Taiki Shuttle is just coming in, but not finding himself. Not even the regular Maru is doing any work, as we're actually now coming up in the same style. He starts to take off.
Here it comes. Angling and scheming should be proccing. Also, you take a look right there. There's the angling and scheming. We don't even need to talk about the front anymore. I think the Saiyan's going to do it. We're not going to even see anyone else left on the screen. And by the way, that other Nice Nature wasn't even on the screen anyways. Look at her all the way back there. Taiki Shuttle doing her best here with her shooting for victory, but it's not going to be enough. This Saiyan Sky for Lati Do Re Mi has everything she needed to succeed. Who cares about groundwork when you can get into first anyways?
Oh my goodness. Easy peasy lemon squeezy for Lati Do Re Mi as we take it over. Like, I want to see how many lengths. I'm calling 4 whole lengths between first and second on that. This Saiyan Sky looking real strong.
And they're off. I wonder if that was Lati Do Re Mi who won and said, I'm out of here. Just like my Uma, I got to keep running. Be like Suzuka. Never stop running.
Yeah, unfortunately, the team not working through for Shoho this time around. As you can see, lock into the Saiyan Sky. Let's see what they got.
It was 4 lengths. You were right on the money.
Ooh, let's go.
Yeah, yeah. Here we go. So Winter Runner, you're going to see a lot of that, right? It's such a strong skill if you can get it. Scroll down. Front runner savvy, tail held high. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Mile S on this Saiyan also. Can we take a look at the career info? I want to see what cards we actually used here.
Wow.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, actually just fully dedicating themselves to a normal R or Taiki Shuttle and a regular Rico as well. But keeping strong, you know, other characters, not even full LVs all around.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of that SSR Mihono Bourbon, a card that all of us should have if you did the event, right, at MLB. Gives a lot of useful frontrunner skills and also crucially can give winter skills, right? Can give winter runner, which you probably got from there, and we know is a really important thing. Someone pointing out Taiki R for Mile Maven. Because of the it's not even a skill that she gives, right? It's the linked skill that you get from the scenario when Taiki is there.
Yeah.
So really, really smart right there. Mile Maven, a really, really strong skill. And when you're not going for max stats anyway, yeah, it makes a ton of sense to run that, right?
Mm-hmm. Again, just something that we wouldn't really think of because, again, like, these players just know how to, like, angle their way through and snake their way into, like, such a dominant character. Like, if you turn off, like, what league we are in, I would have thought that was a greater league like Saiyan Sky.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 100% with the way that it was running. Oh, Samurakonda, I'm very sorry that you don't have that Mihono card. No front runners for you during the winter. Giga Rain deck choice, really, really good. Who's this? This is the Pasa that went
third, I believe.
That went third. Yeah. Oh, and you can see a mix here. Debuffer Ace, trying to do both right here. Has the Win QED skill right there also. Fall Runner, kind of feels like, and Tokyo Racecourse, maybe not the most efficient Condor Pasa here. Probably taken from another race, I would have to imagine. Yeah,
maybe just something, a classic, I got like 40 points left, might as well take it. So especially, like, again, like, folks out there, like, this not a blind race, folks were able to look up and see what was happening. So again, we are in winter, so, you know, folks like mentioned, we're going to take Winter Runner and take exactly which course is funny because we are on the, I believe it's the Kokura course.
Kokura course, yeah.
Yeah, which I remember I was looking through, I'm like, man, who has Kokura? Who can help with that?
How do you get Kokura?
Yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't be that important, right? Race greens give you stamina. And on this mile, it seems like people are not super hurting for stamina. We have seen a lot of people run recoveries, which has been working out because there's a lot of debuffers. But like we said, can we scroll down to the bottom of these standings here? I want to see how far behind the very, very bottom. I want to see what happened. The Nice Nature actually did finish ahead. It's actually the Top Gun who doesn't. Oh, and it's just the speed on this is really, really low, right? Yeah. Right-handed will help, but Summer Runner does not. Medium straights, front runner straights. Oh, they don't have enough to proc it, right? Front runner savvy, lone wolf, and then is there anything else that could have helped with this here? Probably not, especially with that Mile D up there. Medium S, maybe for tomorrow they'll be like taking a little better shot at it, but I think for today, I think Mayano needs to, you know, go back home. Hit the bench. Hit the bench, Maya. Hit the bench. There's Summer Runner and right-handed. So actually she can proc groundwork. I don't know if we saw anyone else with Lone Wolf on their Umas, you know, something that's always feels very nice to just throw on one of your Umas if you have it. But it's I love the kind of gambler's dilemma with that and sympathy. Yeah, those two skills really, really fun to try and prisoner's dilemma rather, to see who's gonna shake hands with you and agree to do it.
It's funny because like that's something I thought about for tomorrow and actually just today as well. It's like because with the Rico card, like they do give you sympathy.
Exactly.
So I'm just like, do I run my own Umas with sympathy, or do I bet that someone else is going to take it with me too?
It does really suck because I was running sympathy on the long CMs and stuff where Rico is like mandatory on those, right? You just want the stamina and the guts, and missing Rico recreation before December, so you don't get it, is the worst feeling in the entire world, because you have to have it on everyone for it to be valid to do it, right? Like you're losing out on the bet if you have one of your Umas without it. I heard they changed it though, so that Rico, you don't have to hit the green friendship now for her to start doing recreation before December. I don't know because I haven't used her. We've had quite a few CMs where she hasn't felt like a super great choice for me. Sympathy is useful now. It's one of those things. I don't think it's super useful, but like it's usually a lot of the time enough. It's such a cheap skill that a lot of the time I can use it without giving up other skills. And you're playing this prisoner's dilemma where if you have someone else who did triple sympathy, then you guys both get it, and the other person just is at a little bit of a disadvantage, right? Because you do need 6 to proc it.
Yeah, and especially because, like, again, with the Rico card, that, like, if it is MLB Rico, it does go down 3 hit levels. So, like you said, it's so cheap. It really is such a good why not I have the points card.
Yeah, and you're running Rico anyways, right, most of the time? Useful a lot in team trials. Yeah, that's the other thing. You run it in team trials, because then you just handshake, right? Everyone gets extra points for it. It's really nice.
All right, we'll have to see. We're going to load in right now. Actually, I believe we're actually setting up. I can see on my own corner of my eyes. I say as I turn my head entirely as we're getting ready. I love how, like, gives, a little bit. This isn't the first time we're running this at anything for that matter. I know last week there was a pre-event in celebration of Valentine.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, but, like, today, like, there's a little concern about saying, oh, how are we going to do this? I can say with full certainty that this is so amazingly well run, actually.
Oh, yeah. It seems really great. I would have entered if I weren't doing a million other things
Same here,
man. But this specific thing is so cool. To me, it reminds me in some ways of I used to play a lot of Pokemon Draft League. I don't know if you're familiar with the Draft League format.
Yes,
but it's a thing where you draft your roster of Pokemon at the beginning. Also, low key, this is what I've been saying to anyone who is asks me about playing Uma. I'm like, it's just competitive Pokemon breeding. That's what Uma is. It's straight up just breeding and EV training. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's a great to put it.
Yeah. But and then they do the battling for you. It's an auto battler once you get into it. What was I talking about?
Competitive Pokemon.
Yeah. So in Draft League, right, you draft between 10 and 12 Pokemon, and every week you face someone who also has their 10 and 12 Pokemon, and you choose the 6 that you want to fight them with. And so it tests your creativity and your building under pressure. And, the creativity, in some ways, still gets tested here, especially in Open, like we see, like that Taiki R Mile Maven pick, but it's something where I really love the time pressure element of it. Like you're going to have 15 Boros over 3 days to make your Umas. Go do it.
Yeah, no, especially because, like, I believe we got, like, in this past week, we actually got boosted to, like, 5 extra, 2 extra ones. And not to mention, we also have the event happening as well. That also gives you a free skill. I'm already forgetting the name of it on top of my head. Excuse me right now. But, like, the racing event that we had. And just, like, gives you an extra skill. So you have to consider that as well.
Oh, the Carnival one.
Carnival, thank you very much. Yeah. So it's really funny to see, like you said, the creativity and the drafting. Again, I'm stealing that, man. Like, that is a perfect analogy
It's
for
Pokemon breeding. That's what it is. For people who did Gen 3, Gen 4 breeding, you know what I'm talking about. You should check out the 5v5 trainer trials. I think it has a drafting component.
Yes,
I respect that much. I will probably just hold on doing my CMs because I can't afford to spend more time on this game when I'm also trying to be not terrible at Melee and play Pokemon and play TFT.
I hear that.
but I do like it a lot. This time pressure thing is really interesting to me. And it's one of the things that keeps CMs interesting to me too, right? Like how much do you want to invest in a CM? Are you going to start planning a month before? Are you going to make a grandparent? Are you going to make a great grandparent? Are you going to just make parents? Or are you just going to make your aces? I think it's really compelling and interesting.
Yeah, and I also like, as I mentioned, Meister brings up on the 5v5. That's like, it's almost like the complete opposite of like all this preparation and planning. Because in the 5v5 format, they actually ban other Umas on each other.
Oh, is that how it goes?
Yeah, they actually
that's
ban
interesting.
it back and forth. Like like even
that's cool.
we ain't running a Taiki. Like we're no Taiki, none of that.
There's a lot of strategy you can do with that too, right?
Yeah, and then they have an hour to build an Uma team.
An hour
based off what's left.
But okay, of what they you're not training. You're just like assembling with your.
No, you're training. You do a full run for an hour.
I get.
To get that ready. To get like whatever you have ready.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's super right. You have an hour to do one run basically. I guess you could squeak in two if you really wanted to.
Even if you don't hit that Rico thing on the top.
Yeah. Do you know what you're so Ogre cleaned you out?
Yeah.
Right? You're going to use your selector on her, I assume,
yes,
when it comes around.
It's going to
Feast of a Draft with Uma. Interesting. What are you saving for your next pulls? Do you have any idea?
I think part of me is like, I know I mentioned like I'm gonna maybe like try not that hard for V Hono, but like I feel like the more as I reach out and talk to you, I'm like maybe I should be running, because like that actually was my first SSR pull in the game.
Regular Mihono?
Regular Mihono, and she holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
This is back when I was actually like playing the game and reading the story.
Yeah, I got you.
And then I was like, this is a great character. Maybe I will pull it. And speaking of great characters, I'm seeing two not Mihonos actually, two Marus as well.
Yeah, Marus and a Gold City. Gold City,
Ooh.
very specifically a mile runner. This is where she thrives, right? This is the only really length that she's amazing at naturally, so it makes a lot of sense. This Maru, red shift, shooting for victory, and ski, mile corners, front runner straightaway, front runner savvy, sympathy, no groundwork. Let's see, can we take a look at the other Arcsen, just Arcsen's other horses? I would love to see Arcsen's other horses, to just see. The Daiwa at the top is an Arcsen. Yeah, because let's see if there's a sympathy on this one as well. No, there isn't.
No, okay, yeah, just it was 40 points, might as well.
Exactly.
But seeing it's actually adopted also its own red shift and a right-handed and the tri-poles and classics, Professor Curvature, Swing and Minstrel. It's on something easy as well to make that, and also taking a hydrate for good measure. Yeah,
and Swinging Maestro and hydrate. The stamina on this Daiwa pretty low, right? So you do want those. The wit, we'll see if she can proc both of her recoveries. Redshift Triumphant to me is just like the first month of. That's when you remember when we had Redshift on Triumphant on every single horse in like month one of Uma, and shooting for victory.
Yeah, part of me still thinks about that. Part of me, it's like I need to make sure I make my Taikis my grandparent because I need the acceleration. Like I was like, no, we are at a different patch. We are moving on. And speaking of moving on, we actually moving on heading to this race.
Yep, it's going to be 2 fronts, I believe, 3 fronts. The Daiwa is running front as well. So we have 2 fronts. I believe it's probably Arcsen with the front Daiwa and the Maru, and then the other Summer Maru are going to be front. One of these Daiwas is pace, but I don't know which. We'll keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on. Let's see. We actually didn't see. We didn't mention the nice nature again as well. Possibly another deep buffer running from Terumi, as we can see him pop up right now. I also want to see how the 2 Ogres go against each other. See if they're going for fight for position.
Number 1 fave Ogre. Wow.
And number 2 favorite Ogre.
And then this number 3, the Gold City. The Gold City, I'm really interested to see how this does. Late surgers have not performed super well so far. We've only had a 2nd place at best yet, but maybe this is the time.
Lining up and getting ready. And they're off.
See those greens proc, right-handed, of course, going to be really big. Front runner savvy, like we said. Just a little bit of extra wit, but it's helpful for positioning, helpful for procking these skills that you want when you're contesting for first, right?
Speaking of first, that's Summer Maru once again trying to take ahead as we actually see the Daiwa Scar trying to fight their best as the Summer Maru actually going to take up the other Daiwa.
Yeah, and it is going to be Terumi's Daiwa, actually, that is the front. So it's 1 front on each team, it looks like.
Okay, now we're going into the curve and taking simple. We're heading to the mid-race right now. That nice nature forward is still in the back there, possibly making the red skills are holding them back right now. As you can see, that Gold City you mentioned is starting to take a lead.
I see a little bit of a surge, but it looks like she's stuck on the inside. I think she might be having trouble getting blocked right here. And so, yeah, you saw that little bit of a speed up got slowed down pretty easily. She's going to the outside now, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Summer Maru in the front right here. Mellow Me calls Summer Maru so far ahead.
Yeah, Yeah, now we can see they're trying to fight their best, but the Summer Maru is again, once they can ahead, the Gold City is activating right now, but I don't think this is the most optimal time.
I don't think I've ever seen this animation before, but she procs 3 skills all at once right as we're going into the spurt right here. Regular Maru here from Arcsen as well. He's got a lot of procs going on. The red shift. Here comes the Gold City up behind. That Summer Maru's got quite a lead, but she's moving really, really fast, Rob.
The Summer Maru is coming in. Michaela is trying to hold down the position, but the Arcsen is still going. Gold City's trying their best to come in, but the Summer Maru is pulling through. The Gold City's trying their best. It's going to be so close. It's going to be the Gold City!
Just barely takes it at the end. What a spurt carryover there with all of those golds and the ult procking at just the right time. Huge, huge run from Arcsen. That was so sick.
Oh man, I take everything you said about that, and I'm right for about the Gold City. We had our doubts, but
the S-Maru died? She stammed out? I didn't even that's crazy.
Oh man.
The unique, exactly. The unique at the exact perfect time right there, just barely. In all of those golds right there, I mean, you saw
wow.
She procced the Burning Spirit a little bit earlier, the Professor of Curvature a little bit earlier, but it was just like triple tap. It's on your left, and keep it real all at once.
Like I said, chat's no one like they said something I didn't see in the moment. As you see, like they go through like the stats going through, and chat's right before the finish. Indeed,
yeah, that Summer Maru did stam out. I guess can we see that Summer Maru and see what stam she had? Because I think we took a look at the other Maru, but did we look at the Maru? Yeah, so many Umas dying, right? That's what Open does to you.
Yeah, you know, get a little too open comment. It's like, oh, it's easy. You don't have to worry. I can maybe get like a 500 stamina, but when something like this pops up, we can see.
Let's take a look at that Summer Maru. And it's crazy. She's 555, but she's got double recoveries, right?
Yeah. Did that drop 777 proc at that moment? I don't think it did.
Did it really not?
I don't know. I was super.
Which one is Restless?
Yeah, we're looking at it right now. We're like old
Restless. I feel like I've never.
I'm looking up right now. We can see. Take a look at
Gold skill.
Take a look at the Ogre cap as well. Actually, on third with only 5 skills. That's the stuff we love to see.
A real gambler right there, right? With Shadow, you have the moving pass and beyond. You have the Shadow Break. You have the no stopping me.
Definitely. It's Gold Moxie for uphills. Thank you so much, Chad. Well, 2 recoveries and did. Okay,
it's cool. Moxie. Okay, that's what I thought. Who gives it?
Interesting. I wonder if he does get that.
Let's see. I have it right now in front of me. Oh, she has it naturally. This explains it, because I don't have Summer Maru.
I don't either.
Yeah, it procced it too earlier, right? Because it's stamming out there with those skills is really surprising. Really, really surprising.
Yeah.
Even with a nice nature.
All right, we're gonna go back and see. Like, man, I'm so like I love this. Is the thing I really wanted to see. You know, just like really going for it. And this was so fun. I love casting this already.
Race of the day so far. That was awesome for our block at least. The Gold City just barely coming in with such a huge spurt there. Our first non-front victory.
That's true. You're correct. Yeah, we're not keeping track, and now we're going to see. Hopefully, you folks at home are keeping track as well, as we got plenty more coming up. We're not going to break, because they're talking over. Actually, they're actually discussing over the track. I see actually one of the folks actually. I think that's a trainer cosplay out there.
Is it? Oh, yeah. A trainer. Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's cool.
Awesome.
That's cool.
That's the dedication to this game.
Okay. We got more races for us before they kick us off, which is great. That was so fun. I definitely want another. So far it's been fronts and lates, right? Makes sense. Paces typically used on longer tracks, I think, for the most part, than mile. Who's the best pace miler? I guess Daiwa, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's Daiwa.
And then Kiseki, right?
Yes.
She's a pace miler?
I would believe so as well. Chat would tell us if I'm wrong. And you know, that's okay. That's okay if they let us know. Apparently, some folks out there, because I was talking to some other folks, and I believe I was talking to one person. I learned that someone from Australia is here to compete.
That's just in Uma?
In just Uma.
That's wild. That's super cool. That's super, super cool.
Yeah. So I'm so happy to see the folks again. I'm so happy. This is like the first big competition out there. And I know something also interesting I love about this community is that, like, you know, like different groups have popped up as, like, you know, like the forefronts and the forerunners. So like, actually, I know like they're sending you like their best soldiers, right? Like, actually, this person from this group is actually they're gonna kill it. Like, no, this person from our group is gonna kill it.
Yeah. So we're getting a little bit of info drop here from Ants Johnson 9379 in the chat, which I really appreciate. Keep sending us this stuff, you guys. We do really appreciate being able to integrate it. That Kokara 1800 has one uphill, but it's a really early uphill, and so you're trying to hope that you don't proc that way too early. But long uphill, so maybe I got to admit I didn't catch it. It's hard to look out for these recoveries, right?
Yeah, especially when someone is like Beautiful's gold chip just like comes in and like takes the whole way. As we actually had to answer Samara, yeah, no Ogre victory, at least not on our block.
Yeah, I think we saw an Ogre second, right? We saw Shu's Ogre went second, but his Summer Maru won, I believe is what happened. Yeah.
So, you know, that's a victory roll over Shu anyway. So
yeah. Tough to watch 9 Umas is certainly true. And so far, we've been really focused on the fronts because they have been the literal front runners. Yeah. But maybe keep an eye out. I love seeing Gold City take a win. A horse that is an Uma that is typically not seen as super top tier, is very limited to this mile race naturally, right? But hey, her time to shine.
Yeah, definitely. Because, like, you know, like we talked about the meta and stuff earlier, actually, before we started casting. It's like, oh, who's got the best? You know, we're talking about, like, you know, Haru, maybe not the best coming up, like, overall, but with a dirt track coming up in the CMs after this next one.
She's still going to be terrible.
She's still going to be bad, but some people don't got dirt track runners, man.
Yeah, it's true. And for those, maybe I should have pulled on the TM Opera, because I could have used New Year's Haru. You know,
there you go.
I'm hurting for dirt. I might have to sack this CM just do parrot runs for the next month.
Yeah, man. They're like, man, 50 carats is 50 carats.
50 carats is 50 carats. I'll make my Smart Falcon and Smart Falcon and 2 debuffers. Dirt debuffers.
Hey, man, that's a strategy. And something we almost saw come through. Like, we saw that the Nice Nature, even though they still had the C mile, still didn't come last. And still, honestly, I think from that race before, just like Summer Maru was already winning, it's like, okay, now they're going to win more because of the Nice Nature.
Yeah. I guess I can run Pasa also. I do have Pasa. So I can do Falcon, Pasa, and then who else? Can I run someone on pace? Or a debuffer? Who's a pace miler who I can get enough dirt sparks? No one.
I'm like, oh, man. And it's hard to start keeping track at this point, right?
Because I don't have Ogre. That would be the other one.
And
anyone with dirt E is basically A. Yeah, that's that's true.
That is true. Fair. It's funny because there's an artist out there who actually has acrylic keychain of all the Umas up to date on the JP side.
Whoa.
So they had a little thing that said, like, can you name 100 Umas? I'm like, I can barely name 20, and they're in my own stable.
Okay, how many Umas could I name?
Right,
no. Immediately. No. Okay. Ogre, Taiki, Maru, Summer Maru, Bourbon. Wait. I only want to do ones that are current.
Okay.
Saiyan, Ballroom Saiyan, Fujikiseki, Ballroom Fujikiseki, Daiwa, Vodka, Haru, Special Week, Summer Special Week.
One more to
Narita Taishin.
There you go.
Gold Chip. Narita Brian. Oh, I have all of the Dobers.
There you go.
McQueen, Bird McQueen, Dober, Ryan, Pasa, Fantasy Pasa, Grass Wonder, Fantasy Grass Wonder, Rudolph. What do you call it? Autumn Rudolph?
Yeah, I count that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Who's the other Autumn?
Ballroom's
not out yet.
I was like, if I told you, that's cheating.
Who is the other Autumn? Is it? I don't know. Gold City. We just saw Gold City win. Haru. New Year's Haru. Opera. New Year's Opera. Is it Gold City? Is it literally Autumn Gold City? That's crazy. I knew there was a reason I was going to that Uma next. Who else? Smart Falcon in my team trials. Bakushin. Chiono just came out.
There you go.
New
That's
Uma.
a good one.
New Uma. Ballroom's really not out yet. That's so funny. Ogre. I said Xmas. I didn't say Xmas Ogre yet.
You did not, actually.
Okay, yeah. And Rice Shower and,
come
and Nice Nature.
Halloween Rice Shower.
Oh, true. Halloween and Creek and Halloween Creek.
There you go. All right, we're talking about this was actually like not a lot of new faces, or a lot of new faces coming in. As you said, the Sakura Chiono actually coming in tonight right now.
Yeah, it's true. I know nothing. She's mostly like a spring-oriented Uma is what I know about her, right? Ooh, interesting. Moving past and beyond. So we're going to be running on late here. Corner Connoisseur. It's on. No, it's going to be pace with the Speed Star.
Okay, yeah, and that's a relatively high gut stat. Like really even across the board for this.
Yeah, let's look at the career info on this Chiono. Is there a Rico in there? Yeah,
there it is.
That's what it is, and it's a guts build in general. Interesting. Wow. Yeah, cool. Cool guts build. Very interesting.
Probably maybe thinks that they're actually going to be fighting for first on the slot and want to take advantage of that.
But once again, in the #1 favorite slot, it's Ray's Summer Maruzensky, right? And we've seen a lot of that down in the third position, #1 favorite. Yeah, here's this Maruzensky. Whoa.
Wow. That's pretty simple, actually.
Pretty simple, high stats. High stats. 879 on the stamina, one of the highest we've seen all day. 1200 speed. Has a few skills to get her going. Mostly early race skills, right? All early race skills, right? I think is fast-paced also early race?
Yes, it is.
And so really just going to try to go out to the front right there, hit her angling and scheming, and win, right? Yeah. That's the plan.
Simple plan, right? Just keep staying in front, go in front, stay in front.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. Let's take a look at the vodka. We haven't seen a vodka yet. #2 favorite here on the vodka. That makes me pretty interested.
Ooh, okay.
Breath of fresh air. Soft step, ramp up, shadow break, our ticket to win, all I've got. Ignited Spirit Power.
Oh!
A really strong skill that can sometimes be hard to pick up, right? Just because it's contingent on your training within the scenario, right?
Yeah, I know. Like
and 1.5 million CC.
Yes, I noticed that as well with the all I've got. This looks like a solid vodka that could probably upset like we saw with the Gold City. Yeah,
haste, ramp up, a lot of skills. The width's a little low, right? And you're going to want to proc a lot of these skills. Shadow Break is a big one. All right, but still a really good stat line on that vodka. It looks like we're still waiting for another runner, so we can take a little bit more of a look here. Oh, and Shoho is someone who we saw run before, right?
Yes.
And looks like they've switched up their team because Shoho most definitely had a nice nature before. I remember that.
And now they're actually running the King Halo. If we can take a quick look
at
that one.
Yeah, I do think the King Halo is the change.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see as they pull it up. It's like I think we're actually just heading straight to the race as well. Let's see. We can see Kutharis is also running a regular TM Opera roll. Let's see if that'll come in. Maybe we'll see what they'll have up surprise bars on their sleeve.
Yeah. This Halloween rice also not something we've seen a lot of, right?
Yeah, no, seriously, especially because like it was actually rated 3rd for this race.
I have to admit I don't know. I don't really know what Halloween Rice's unique does.
I know, because most folks actually just go for the Halloween Super Creek, right?
Yeah, that's the one that you typically see on the paces, right?
All right, now going in the Summer Maru once again. Let's see if the meta horse herself can take it, or maybe this vodka can take it back. As we actually look at Shoho's own Maru, back in, actually favorite #8.
If it's not saying I don't care about the fronts, give me another late runner win. Let's go vodka.
And they're off, taking up a lot of green skills. Actually, Breath of Fresh Air getting procced right now.
Oh, that hurts for Rizza, and one of the reasons why you so typically don't see that skill. Can proc so early on the straight and overflow, not great. Mile Maven right here, again, really smart. There's the Restless procking, the Summer Maru unique that we see right here. That is going to be Shoho's Summer Maru, who is contesting the other Summer Maru from Ray right now.
Yeah, seriously, the Shoho is trying to take over right now, but right as I say that, Ray's own is actually taking out another fully fighting position right now.
Oh my gosh, it is a real battle right here at the front.
Oh man, but speaking of the front, actually falling right behind, it's like, oh man, there it goes. Ray's Summer Maru is taking over right now. They're trying to play catch right now. Speaking of catch up, this summer, Ray's own Halloween Shower is trying to catch up too.
Yeah, but this is Shoho's Kiss for Courage. You do see it on Ray. Also, tails held high, anchors away on the King Halo. Really interesting to see that right there. But right now, it is all down to Ray's Maru coming up. I see a little bit of an effort from this Rice Shower though. Right?
Oh, yeah, it's coming up right now. Actually passes Shoho's own Summer Maru as we are entering the last turn into the final stretch right now. The Summer Maru is coming. Summer Burma is coming in right now, coming through. The Rice Shower is falling in, but again, it's not coming through. That's the TM
and it's actually the TM Opera O here from Kutharsis that's making a late play here for first. Is it going to be enough? I don't think it's going to. It is Ray's Summer Maru that takes it home again. Another Summer Maru victory.
Man, how many Summer Maru is just taking over right now? Man, dude, it's still winter, man. Why is she in the bikini?
Yeah, and you saw that as we've learned from the chat that Rice is unique. That's right. She's a vampire, right? So she drains from people ahead of her. That's what she does. But it wasn't enough here to stop the Summer Maru. Unfortunately, not an amazing showing here for Shoho. But Ray with the podium finish. Oh no, that's Rizza in second. Sorry, Rizza does just barely miss out with that second place.
No worries. It's catharsis. You can see own Offkai's own catharsis.
I see. I understand. I understand.
Unfortunately, yeah, I don't think just a little bit right there. The mile is truly helping there, but I don't think I saw a lot of their skills proc on the end there.
Yeah, we were really focused on the Marus battling, right? And so I think the Prof did and the Speedstar did, but at the end of the day, it really just comes down to once you let that Summer Maru get into the lead, it's really, really huge. I mean, it's so hard to catch up to her, right? Double debuff in Summer Maru. Is that what the comp was for Ray? Yeah, it is. Look, the nice nature and the Rice Shower, and the Rice Shower coming in third too. Very, very strong.
Yeah, no, seriously. Truly a strategy just to try to get him back. You know, it's something like, my Samugar is going to win. No one else can touch her, get away, but unfortunately, yeah, it works out in the end.
And we saw a way, you know, we've been focused a lot on these fronts who have groundwork, but in this open format where you have limited skill points, right? Investing in stuff like the fast-paced, to just get out to the lead really early and not investing in groundwork and not having to spend four valuable skill slots on groundwork and 3 greens or maybe 2 greens and a focus or you know, something. It's it can go both ways, right?
Definitely, especially the way you build nowadays. Especially now we've been seeing so many ways to build the Summer Maru that I'm just like, what's happening right now?
Yeah, the thing about Open is that it's a zero-sum game, right? Every skill that you put in is either a skill you need to take away or stats you need to take away. And here what happened is that this Maru had really, really good stat spread, and the skills were just enough to keep her in the lead, right? Yeah, take a look at that stat spread from that Summer Maru, right? Only 1 recovery. We've been seeing a lot of horses running 2, maybe even a gold and a white recovery, right? But just 1 white recovery here, and it's all you need when you're 879 stam on mile, right?
Yeah, especially like not even a NAS mile on that too. It's just plain and simple, just a well-trained Uma, like statted all around. Not even a 400 guts, but a 750 on wit. However they trained this Uma, I really need to take some notes.
Let's take a look at the career info here. I would imagine this is mostly a wit build. Yeah, wit and speed, and you can see does run that stamina silent Suzuka. That stamina silent Suzuka will give you the concentration that was so critical here for staying out in the lead and just making sure that you can do it. The nice nature, or sorry, the fine motion, essentially a stat stick at this point, right? But a lot of investment into stam here so that you don't need to spend those skill points on it.
Now, another great build coming out, like we mentioned earlier. We talked about the single Taiki shuttle just to get the R. Just to get the mile Maven on.
Yeah, really, really cool. Really cool. You can see there too, Sweep Tosho, right? Sweep Tosho, an end closer speed card, but a card that you use just because her speed, she gives you a lot of speed, right? Clearly the strat here for Ray, use stat sticks. I only need like 3 skills, right? They come from the Bourbon and from the Suzuka.
Definitely. Again, really strong showing all around over these players as well. I think they're talking about sharing with each other. I can see over there, especially because, like, funny enough, like something I want to talk about just like really quickly is the Sakura Chiono. Yeah, it's like that character came out 2 days ago.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a really good point. They had to really build on a timeline, right? And we saw the Speed Star there for that Sakura Chiono. Oh, I believe I saw Sunny Days as well. So that's an okay green to have, right? We are on Sunny and winter. For rank management, I hear 1200s push rank disproportionately more than EG having 800 and everything. Some kind of scaling issue in scoring. That would make sense. I've definitely experienced that myself, where like the Smart Falcon that I'll have that's like 1180 and everything will be like a 1400, even though it looks like her stats are way higher overall. So you choose your 1200s really carefully. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Okay. Move on and coming through. Look and see. So I think Optum wants to choose the 1200 very carefully. Yeah, very sure. Like you said, like
you would only see a 1200 in speed here, but I wonder if like going 1180 is you know, trying to be right under, trying to do the thing that we all do when we're in our training. We're like, oh my god, I overcapped speed by 60 points. This is the worst.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be training. I'm like, okay, so how did I hit 1,000 by May senior year? What happened here?
Yeah. And then you're like, now I'm not going to get any power because I can't hit speed ever again because
It feels so bad. Because like I don't know, like again, I can't have to keep mentioning it, like the way they experiment. Because we were talking about earlier how I try to experiment. Because you know, like the way, like I feel like this league is also perfect for folks who just like maybe don't have all the MLBs they need, or maybe they don't have all the cards they want, or could borrow. Because again, you're only limited to one borrow. Yeah. So the fact that they're just like build around like. Just remember, like you realizing, like, hey, you know, like I don't need the stats and all the abilities of a card. I just need to have them proc for the story. Yeah,
1170 speed you see there from Devil Old, a really good benchmark if you don't want to cap, right? Because I believe the way that it works with the typical race bonus that you get, it's going to be plus 14 and then plus 10 and then plus 5. And then if you have a good friendship with Etsuko, then you have to take that into account. But I imagine these horses will probably not have good friendship with Etsuko. I don't know. I don't know about, because I would think you don't need to run that many races in Open, right? Because you don't want that many skills.
Yeah, just hit the bare minimum and just like try not to. I guess maybe if your Uma's like has to do with the fan limit, maybe you'll try to just run one of those ones in the December one. But other than that, like you really just don't want to run anything.
Right, and a lot of them are trying. I should pay more attention to what level the unique skills are at, because it's something we mentioned before.
Yes.
And so on this last race, which I think will be our last race before we switch over to some other people commentating, some other lovely commentators, we should take a look at what the ultimates are at, the unique skills.
Definitely. I think just looking through all around, we count the number of skills, but I think I saw like some of them are ranging from literally 1, and some of them actually do take 5, like the Summer Maru, just like, all right, yeah, just boost it in and get it through. As we actually load in right now, what a composition from these teams.
Yeah, I was hoping we would get a little bit of a respite from Summer Maru, but instead it's triple. But let's take a look at Wedding Air Groove, a horse that I forgot, both Air Groove and regular Wedding Air Groove. It's our 8th position, so we'll scroll down. Alvido's Wedding Air Groove. Very interesting here. Has the Gold City, has the Shadow Break from the Narita Brian also. Big Sisterly. Can you click on Big Sisterly?
I believe that is, crease passing ability as well.
Cool.
So it can symbolize. Also, look at this. Look at the stats and an S on the late surging. So this is going to be, but however, that is less than 300 wit.
Wow, you're right. It's a very, very, very low wit. Very low wit. Gonna have to hope to proc most of these skills. Maybe we can take a look at one other horse before we get into Thursday. Oh, level 4. By the way, it was a level 4 unique skill. I remembered to say that. Who do we want to see, Rob?
Let's see. Let's take a look at the Gold City. I don't think we're
let's take a look at Kisa's Gold City.
So we can see right there. All right, level 6, keep it real. Is
level
pretty
6.
Interesting.
Whoa, they've spent some goddess statues on this one. Blue Rose Closer, Slick Surge, Mile Straightaways, Sharp Gaze, just to have it there. Unyielding Spirit, Slipstream, Ignited Spirit, Keen Eye, Focus. A lot of a scatter plot of skills here, right here, for the Gold City, and I'm a little bit worried about her stamina. I feel crazy saying that. She's got a gold recovery. We're on Mile. But I don't know. Late shouldn't use too much stamina, right? It shouldn't use as much. But it's still a little scary. It's a little scary.
Yeah, because you can see actually once again, I think your intuition is right again, because we can see on the side again the weight still -4, less than 400. Yeah. So again, I think this might be a battle of gambling and see who's going to come out on top.
I mean, realistically, we've been not talking about them, but I think one of these Summer Marus might take it home, right?
Definitely as we head into
and it
the
is
race.
Ray, again, who we just saw beforehand with the Summer Maru double debuffer strat, right? Performed very, very well when we saw before. The Summer Maru took home first, the Rice took home third, and the Nice Nature, I assume, did some things.
And it stole from the other Summer Maru, so there's that, you know. I think actually that right shout is just for the other Summer Marus to get him off.
Yeah. Wariki Ryan, I hear you. Keen Eye stamina is huge, but 600 stam has not always been enough in these races.
Gosh forbid.
So we'll see. We'll see.
What does that mean, the crown? Hopefully, we still got a lot more races after this. We're actually going into our, Swiss should be ending soon after our pool, so this is still not done right now as we head into this last race for us.
Alvido with the #1 and #2 fave here, I believe, with the Wedding Air Groove and the Taiki Shuttle, both on the outside post here.
Taking taking off right now, and I think it hurt a small late start, but okay, because the Summer Mode taking the lead in concentration is such a good combination as it goes right now. I believe that is, yes, that is Ray's own Summer Mode taking right now.
Ooh, early proc on the Kenai. Kenai does debuff as well. Lots of debuffs coming through here. You can see we're on Ray's POV. That is what the crown means, by the way, Samurai Conda is, so that we can see the POV here. Oh, and here's the ult.
Wow, proccing so early with all those Summer Marus in front of him is going to be so smart, actually, as the Itson is trying to get in the tantalizing trick again, active as well.
Look at the Summer Marus draining right now after that Rice Shower ult. Feels like that had a really big impact. It's Gold City coming up the middle right here. Pretty early. She is on late, I believe, so an interesting position for her to be in.
Yeah, maybe just running the one there now. You can see them wedding air grip also on the backs of the heels of the summer, excuse me, the Halloween Rice Showers again. As we look back out this top, like these debuffs are coming in and draining so much out of these players as we got the Summer Mode coming in again.
And Rob, I've seen two Summer Maru uniques proc, but not Ray's. Ray's Summer Maru still hasn't procced, and that's why right now it's Kisaragi's Summer Maru that's going to be into the front, right behind Alvido's Summer Maru. Ray's Summer Maru falling off, and it's going to be Air Groove on the outside, but I think it comes all down to these triple Summer Marus right now. Who's going to take it? It's neck and neck.
It's going to be,
oh my God, I can't even tell.
By a nose. Which one was it? I can't tell. It could fall in the end. It might have been Ray's. It might have been Alvido's.
I think it's Alvido. I think Kisaragi was in the lead maybe. No, it's Kisaragi. Kisaragi just barely comes through. Those Summer Marus battling the whole time up until the end, and it is Wedding Air Groove actually taking third. Ray's Summer Maru falling down to fourth place.
Oh man, my heart is beating. All the players, well, you can see the corner, they all are actually like on the edge of their seats, and so are we. As we can see a triple Summer Maru finish off.
By a nose. Look at these skills on this. Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf on this Maru. I missed that. I didn't see if it procced on anyone else. Great stats here. I mean, wow. Restart also. Wow, interesting skills on this Summer Maru from Kisaragi. Really cool.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you can see the Wiz sub 500. Those, but I believe almost every single skill procced on that. You can see, like, you know, we're complaining about all these Summer Marus, but hey, Summer Maru put on such a good show right now.
Yeah, she's gained a little bit of shine back for giving us that photo finish at the end there. That was a really sick last race. Let's take a look at the second place Summer Maru from Alvido right here. Alvido going second, third. Whoa, look, it's such a different build. It's completely different here. Both of the front runners, right? Front runner straights, front runner corners, angling and scheming could have been the difference if Alvido was in the lead. See, what happened was Ray was in the lead the entire time, right? And so if that Alvido Summer Maru had been in the front going into that last spurt, we could have seen a really different race.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Then that's what we love about this game. It's like the thought, the indecision, the decision to make it, especially because we were talking about Ray just draining them, going back and forth. I really thought the Summer Marus were out because, as you mentioned, they were so far behind the lead of Ray's.
Yeah, right when the Rice Shower ult procced, right? But I think they just wasn't able to drain enough stam, right, from them. It is one of those things. It's really interesting. Mile, the amount of stam outs we've seen, the amount of debuffers we've seen in Mile is so interesting that you're hitting these 800 with a gold on. That's a medium stat spread. What are you talking about?
Oh man, nothing meaning about these. These trainers are looking real strong here at the GX3 sticks once again. I was like, yeah, we didn't even mention that Air Group did so much work already in third as well, trying to finish it out for Alvido, but just not pulling it out in the end.
Yeah, I mean that race really came down to the wire, right? It was splitting hairs at a certain point. Double ult procs for the other Marus, no ult proc for Ray himself, no angling and seaming for Kisaragi, or for Alvido rather, and at the end it's Kisaragi who just puts all the pieces together.
Sometimes, like I said, what's the saying? I think the saying is when they talk about like winning triple crown in Umamusume, it's like, Like, you win the first crown by being the fastest horse. You win the second crown by being the stronger horse. You win the third crown by being the luckiest horse.
Yep, and that's what it all comes down to, right? Super, super cool. And yeah, I like what Ance Johnson just put, Ance Johnson just pointed out. Team comps can really, really, like, the bracket matchups really, really affect in this Open League because you have such wildly different builds. Those 3 Summer Marus, all completely different, all with different strategies. You have double debuffer, right? None of them running another front also, by the way. A really big gamble that all of these fronts are taking in the first place is, what if everyone else just doesn't run a front? But when Summer Maru's in the mix, it seems like everyone's running a front.
Yeah, it looks like we got a good read on the meta right now, especially look like we are going to move on to the next section of this thing, but I believe it is finally for us to head out of here.
I think that's it for us. Rob, it's been a pleasure. This was so fun, man.
It's been a pleasure commenting with this, and it's such a good game. So I hope many of you stick around for more Umamusume coming up. We'll be right back after this break.